Shadows of Deceit. The bustling city of Genoa City serves as the backdrop, where lives intertwine with secrets and drama. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The week began ominously in Genoa City. Jack Abbott sat in his lavish office at Jabot, the city's premier cosmetics company. He reviewed quarterly reports, but his mind was elsewhere. The shadows of old enemies flickered at the edge of his thoughts. Matt Atkinson's recent return had sent shockwaves through his relatively quiet world, stoking fear and confusion that Jack had thought he'd put behind him. Word was that Matt wasn't just back for business, he was targeting Jack.as. Jack mused. Phyllis Summers barged into his office, shaking off the rain that pooled in the fur-lined collar of her coat. "You look like you've seen a ghost," she quipped, her trademark smirk making an appearance. "Handle it? You're talking about a man who's willing to play dirty. I've seen how ruthless he can get, and he has nothing to lose," Phyllis warned, concern etched on her face. "Then let him come," Jack replied stubbornly, leaning back in his chair. "I'm not going to hide from a ghost," Phyllis stuttered him, uncertainty flickering in her eyes. "Just promise me you'll be careful. We may have history, but I don't want to see you hurt." An uneasy silence settled between them, an echo of their past colliding with the present. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the bustling streets of Genoa City grew eerily quiet. Jack walked back to his car after a late-night meeting. He fished out his keys, his senses heightened, aware that something felt off. When he turned the ignition, he heard a guttural growl from the shadows. Jack Abbott. Matt's voice sliced through the night, heavy with malice. "Matt," Jack hissed, adrenaline kicking in, his eyes darting as the figure stepped closer, fists clenched. "What do you want?" "Revenge," Matt snarled, darkness pooling in his expression as he lunged at Jack, tackling him to the ground. The confrontation was sudden, brutal, with fists flying. Jack struggled to assert control, but Matt's rage was palpable. As they wrestled, Jack's training kicked in, and he managed to shove Matt away, scrambling to his feet. "What's this about, Matt? You lost your mind," he shouted, blood catching in the corner of his mouth. "Everything you've built. You think you're untouchable, but it's time someone showed you just how wrong you are." Matt's voice quaked with anger. Before Jack could retort, Matt charged again, his blind rage propelling him forward. Just then, a flash of red appeared. A car screeched to a halt, and within seconds, Phyllis jumped out, her phone raised. Dialing for help. "Get away from him," she screamed, but Matt was relentless. In a flash, he turned on Phyllis, eyes blazing with a mix of fury and surprise. But Jack seized the opportunity, managing to land a solid blow to Matt's stomach, causing him to double over. "Enough," Jack shouted, adrenaline infused. Despite the pain and bruises, he refused to be bested in front of Phyllis. The aftermath of the attack left Jack reeling, nursing wounds that ran deeper than physical bruises. They stood in the parking lot, heart rates gradually slowing, Phyllis at his side as sirens approached. "Are you okay?" she asked, her voice softening as concern replaced anger. "I will be," Jack replied, wiping blood from his lip. "Thanks for showing up. You have to take this seriously, Jack. He's not going to back down. He wants to destroy you," Phyllis warned, urgency rising in her voice. Jack straightened, determination blazing in his eyes. "Then I won't let him. I'll do whatever it takes to protect everything I built, and that includes you." The tension between them thickened, the unspoken feelings from their tumultuous past resurfacing, yet they were juxtaposed by the very present danger lurking just beyond their walls. Over the next few days, word of the attack spread through Genoa City like wildfire. Jack convened an emergency meeting with his team at Jabot, including Victoria and Billy. "Matt is back, and his intent on making my life miserable," he announced, scanning the somber faces around him. "I'll make sure our security is ramped up," Victoria assured, her business acumen blending with sisterly concern. "We can't underestimate him. His crafty and dangerous," Billy chimed in, his brow furrowed as Jack's words sank in. "What's the plan? I need you both in my corner." "Let's not give him any openings," Jack replied, the strength of their bond pulling them together. Victoria nodded, her eyes narrowing as she pulled out her phone. "I'll arrange for more security at your home and at the office. We shouldn't take any chances." As they strategized, Jack remained focused, his mind racing to anticipate Matt's next move. Phyllis's warning echoed in his mind, and for the first time, uncertainty gnawed at him. Could he handle this threat alone? Days passed without incident, but the tension permeated each moment. Jack was restless, plagued by sleepless nights and anxious thoughts. Every shadow felt darker, every corner hid a ghost. One evening, as Jack returned home, he noticed something odd. The front door swung slightly ajar. Heart pounding, he pushed the door fully open, entering cautiously. The silence was deafening. "Matt," he shouted, anger flashing, but there was no response. Jack scanned the living room, tension coiling in his gut. Suddenly, he heard a creak from the kitchen. He moved stealthily, cautious. When he reached the kitchen, there stood Matt, a smirk plastered on his face. "Welcome home, Jack." "How did you get in here?" Jack demanded, anger boiling beneath his skin. "Let's just say I know how to take what's mine," Matt replied, the glint in his eyes chilling. "This isn't just about business, it's personal now." Without warning, Jack lunged, the two men colliding fiercely. They wrestled around the kitchen, swinging punches, grappling for control as fear and rage mingled with adrenaline. As the fight raged on, the sound of sirens wailed in the distance. Matt's focus faltered at the sound, giving Jack the opening he needed. With a surge of strength, Jack pushed Matt away, catching his breath, his eyes blazing. "Enough. This ends now," Jack shouted, his voice seething with tension, knowing the cops were close. "You think you can stop me? You have no idea what I'm capable of." Matt spat, desperation oozing from his words. Just as Matt raised his fists again, the front door burst open, and police officers poured into the room. "Freeze! Hands where we can see them," one officer shouted, moving toward the chaotic scene. Matt's eyes widened as reality struck him. He bolted for the back door, but Jack intercepted him, tackling him to the ground. The officers quickly apprehended Matt, cuffing him tightly. As Matt was led away, Jack took a deep breath, relief flooding through him, but anxiety lingered like a fog. Phyllis arrived in a flurry, breathless and worried. "I heard sirens. Is everything okay?" she asked, noticing the chaos in the kitchen. "What is he after?" Phyllis mused, her gaze serious. "It has to be more than just revenge." Jack nodded slowly. "There's something deeper, something that he believes I've taken from him." They both fell silent, a web of uncertainty forming. Jack's thoughts drifted to the papers he had obtained that Matt had hoped to keep hidden. "Whatever it is, we'll face it together," Phyllis said, determination bolstering her voice. Jack met her gaze, shared history and lingering emotions spoken without words. In that moment, Jack realized they were bound not just by the past, but by the trials they faced now. "Let's dig deeper and find out the truth," he replied, conviction lining his tone. Days turned into weeks, and as Jack and Phyllis gathered information, strands of Matt's motivations began to unravel. Old partnerships, broken trust, and betrayals emerged in the chaos of corporate warfare. Their weary investigation led them to a potential ally, one of Matt's former associates. Together, they pieced together a tapestry of lies and truths that implicated both Jack and Matt in a business deal gone wrong. As they cornered their new source, Jack confronted him with evidence, hoping to unveil the tangled web Matt had spun. "You know he's coming for me, and you know why?" Jack pressed, determination etched in every word. The associate revealed Matt's true motive, which was more personal than Jack could have imagined. A family secret that tied back years, deepening the schism that had driven Matt to darkness. Armed with this knowledge, Jack and Phyllis set a trap for Matt, orchestrating a meeting under the guise of reconciliation. "We will end this once and for all," Jack promised. On the day of the confrontation, Jack and Phyllis stood in the dimly lit conference room, tension palpable as they awaited Matt's arrival. Jack's heart raced, knowing this had the potential to turn deadly. When Matt entered, the air thickened with animosity. He smirked, but his eyes betrayed the fire of rage that fueled him. "Back for more, Jack? You're a glutton for punishment," Matt jeered. "We're here to talk," Jack replied coolly, determination in his voice. "Let's end this," Matt laughed, but the sound was devoid of mirth. "You think you can just walk away? You took everything from me." "It wasn't our choice," Phyllis interjected, taking a step forward. "You had every opportunity to come clean, but you chose to drag this into darkness." Matt's eyes burned as he replied, "Darkness is all there is. You'll see." With that, the conversation escalated, tensions igniting. Jack stood his ground, refusing to back down. "I'll stop you. I know what you're capable of now. This stops here." In an instant, the mood shifted, and the confrontation morphed into chaos, the air thick with hostility as blows were traded yet again. Phyllis watched in horror, scrambling to call for help as the two men collided. As the fight raged, the door burst open, and the police swept in. Officers quickly subdued both men, pulling them apart before the situation escalated further. The room was filled with shouts and confusion, but Jack stood firm, breathing heavily. Matt was dragged away, shouting threats and accusations, but Jack felt only the weight of relief crashing over him. As the chaos settled, Jack looked at Phyllis, her expression filled with concern. "Is it over?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Jack nodded, exhaustion creeping into his bones. "For now, but we've opened Pandora's box with those documents. We'll need to stay vigilant." Weeks passed, and while the storm had subsided, the scars remained. Jack's life had irrevocably changed, but he felt a renewed sense of purpose. As Jack stood on the balcony overlooking Genoa City, a sense of calm enveloped him. Phyllis joined him, her presence a source of strength. "I never thought we'd end up like this," she said, a mix of emotions swirling in her gaze. "Neither did I," Jack replied honestly, glancing at her. "But it's clear that our journeys are intertwined together. We can face anything," she assured, her hand finding his, a bridge over the turbulent waters they had endured. In the distance, the sun began to rise, illuminating their path forward. A chance to rebuild, redefine their lives, and explore the depths of their complicated yet profound connection rooted in trust.